Today's tutorial is going to be on how to cut and sew a double welt pocket. I've done a tutorial on how to sew a single welt pocket before. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box. So a single welt pocket, a double welt pocket is just like double of a single welt pocket, and it's very easy to sew. Like, it's easy like ABCD. So if you want to know how to, sew a double welt pocket, keep watching, watch to the end, okay? And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next. Let's just go into the tutorial as usual, okay? Let's go.
So this is what I'm starting with. My main fabric, I attach some gum stay to the fabric. You can skip this if the fabric is a thick fabric, but if it's a really light fabric, you need to attach a gum stay to give it a sort of hold. Then that's the piece I'll use to create the welt. So this is the welt piece, and of course I attached some gum stay, or I applied some gum stay to it to give it the firm look. Then that's the lining for the welt. So what I did here was I attached the lining. I placed the welt piece on the lining for the welt, and I sewed across that axis. I ran stitches from that point to that point. Took it over to my sewing machine and ran straight stitches across. Just pardon my voice, I have a cold. So this is what it looks like. This is the back, this is the front, so you have an idea what we are working with. Now I went ahead to create where I want my welt pocket to sit. So for the welt pocket, I took the width of my welt pocket at 5 inches, and I took the length of my welt pocket at 1 inch. I was just trying to maneuver what I don't know there, but I ended up just taking the straight measurement from the other side. So I just took 5 inches from that point, extended my tape and marked 5 inches. So the width of my welt pocket is 5 inches. Now, depending on what you're doing or how you want your welt to sit, that's what will guide you to taking the length and the width of your welt pocket. So the length, I took 1 inch here for my length. Mark that. Used my ruler, drew a straight line. To make sure that my measurement was even across the entire working area, I marked 1 inch, the end of 1 inch below as well. Did it across the entire length of the working area. Then I connected with a straight line. So now I want to get the center of this working area, and since I'm working with 1 inch, you already know that the center is half an inch. So what I did here was I just marked the half inch point, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to sew along those axes. Now you would see the reason why I'm marking half inch on different points of the square. You see the reason why later. So I took the welt pocket and I laid it on the main piece like so. So this main piece can be your jacket, can be your skirt, can be your shirt, whatever you want to put the welt pocket on. Secured with some pins. You really need to secure this because it can move. Then I'm going to sew from that point to that point, from this point to that point, from that point to that point. Now with sewing a welt pocket, you have to be very precise. The stitch has to start and end on those points. You don't have to extend by even just one stitch. I did this for the second side as well. You can see how I was taking my time when I got to the edge. So when I was done with this was how it looked. That's the front, this is the back. This is the front. Then I used my scissors. I'm going to beg you to use small scissors for this. Like, I don't know what I was thinking when I used the big scissors, and it almost put me in trouble. Just get a really small and sharp scissors that can do the job for you, one that you can really control. It can be a medium-sized scissors, but just get something that won't put you in trouble. So I used my scissors. This was where I just got wahala for myself. Use the small scissors for this, please. So I just cut through that place, the line I've created. Then when I got to that point where I marked half an inch, I did a triangle cut. I did this for the second side as well. Then I went over to the other side, cut through that line, and I did a triangle cut along that side where I marked half an inch. I marked half an inch, so I'll be precise with the triangle cut. You don't have to mark half an inch if you don't want to. So this is what it looks like. What I did here, when I was done with the cutting, I just pushed everything inwards. Pushed everything to the back of the main fabric. And I had like a large opening. Now this is where we'll form our wealth. Sewing a double welt pocket is quite different from sewing a single welt pocket. The techniques are different. When I was done pushing everything backwards, I used my iron to smoothen everything out, smoothing the back, smoothing the front. I just gave it a really good press. Trust me, I pressed the life out of this thing. Then I folded. I folded it and I used my iron to press it down. Like if you're sewing a double welt pocket or a single welt pocket, you need steam. You can see how the steam is gushing out of the iron. Pressed it down. Secured the sides with pins. I did this for the second side too. Folded it, used my iron to press it down. Now if you do your fold and it doesn't even up well, it doesn't turn out even, you can just unfold, iron it out, then refold again. That's if it doesn't come out even the way you want. Since you've not made stitches across, you can still iron it out and refold again. So when I was done with that, what I did here was I just used my pin and I secured it so that it wouldn't move, and I'll have a precise welt look. So this is what it looks like. This is the front. You can see how I've not even made stitches across, but this is how it looks. You can see how nice it looks. Look at it. This is a double welt pocket. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and run stitches. Like, I'm not top stitching, I'm stitching under. It's called a dog stitch. The dog stitch is a sort of stitch under where you're supposed to top stitch. I'm supposed to top stitch on this black stuff here, but instead of top stitching on that black stuff, I'm on this black where the black fabric met the welt fabric. I'm supposed to top stitch on that point, but instead of top stitching on that point, I'm top stitching under. You understand? I'm top stitching under. So that's where you top stitch. A lot of people top stitch by the side for a welt pocket, but for me, I chose to do this method. So just inside that place, you do a dog stitch. They call it a dog stitch. I don't know why it's called a dog stitch, so don't ask me. I just continued like that. You can see where the stitch is sitting under that black fabric, and this is not supposed to be visible, so you know. When I was done with that, I attached my lining to the other part of the welt. This is kind of, I was sort of covering the lining, covering the welt, so I can create a pocket illusion, or a pocket bag rather. And I sewed the sides and the top. I kind of just locked everything in. So this is what the welt pocket looks like. You can see how fine it looks. This is how to sew a double welt pocket. Is this easy? Is this simple? If you enjoyed this video, please like this, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, like, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit the notification bell so that whenever I post fun videos like this, you'll be the first to get notified. Thanks for watching. Do come back for more videos.